Hello mga kawawmat, in this video lesson, we will discuss the square root functions. So, the square root function is a function in which the variable x, so ito nakikita niyong function, appears inside the square root symbol. This means that for each non-negative input x, so pag sinabi nating non-negative numbers, that will be all positive numbers, tama? So the function gives the positive number whose square is x. So this will be the graph of our parent functions. So the parent function of the square root function is f of x is equal to square root of x. So ito yung graph niya, no? So what are the properties of square root function? Una, the domain. So the domain is x is greater than or equal to 0. So Mike, kung ito yung graph ng parent function natin, so bakit wala tayong negative numbers? Kasi class, no, hindi dapat pag nilagyan natin ng -1, so it cannot be, no? Kag pag tinry nyo sa calculator nyo para to test, so wala kayong makukuha sagot dyan. So, ang pwede lang sa values ng x natin ay from 0 to positive infinity. So, ibig sabihin, kasama si 0, lahat ng simula dito sa 0, papuntang positive infinity, that is the values of x na pwede mong ilagay dito sa loob ng radicand sign natin, dito sa loob nitong square root function natin. So, kaya siya x is greater than or equal to 0. So kapag sinulat natin as notation, ganito. Ibig sabihin nung naka-bracket, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin included yung 0 to positive infinity. So since you cannot take the square root of a negative in the real number system, then the function is defined for non-negative real numbers. So therefore, the domain is all non-negative real numbers. So same with the value of range. So yung range mo dito is y is greater than or equal to 0. So simula naman dito, no, papunta doon. Okay, simula dito papuntang pataas to positive infinity. As you can see, the output is always non-negative real numbers. Kasi nga pag nag-multiply tayo, like for example, -3 times -3, okay, still that is positive, no? So wala ka talagang makukuhang kapag nag-squared ka ng any numbers ay negative yung lalabas. So palaging positive, no? So sa kaya sabi dito, the output is always non-negative real numbers. So ang range natin from 0, okay, 0 is included to positive infinity. So same with the domain, the range is all non-negative real numbers. So pagdating naman sa intercept, so the graph crosses both axes at the origin. So yung x-intercept natin is 0, 0 and y-intercept natin is 0, 0. Yan yung kapag sinabstitute mo yung x sa 0, yung y naman gagawin mong 0. So ito yung makukuha mo. No? Kapag yung x-intercept, kapag ginawa mo yung 0, yung x, so ito yung makukuha mo pa rin, 0, 0. Ganon din sa y. So another properties of square root function, the symmetry. Okay, so it means, so the add function, if f of negative x, so this will be the graph or the function, negative f of x. So this means that the graph is symmetric about the origin. So kung pag ganito ang graph mo, so dito naman pag ganyan. Okay, pabuntang baba na pares yung curve nila. So, end behavior as x approaches to positive infinity, your y or the y value is approaches also to positive infinity. As x approaches to negative infinity, yung y mo naman papunta ring negative infinity. So, again, the graph shape is like S shape. Okay, next. So, transformation of the graph of square root function. So, a vertical shift occurs when we add or subtract a constant outside the radical sign. So, ang titingnan mo dito yung letter K. So, this is the general form of the vertical shift of a square root function y is equal to the square root of x plus k. So, ang titingnan mo dito, class, kapag naka-inform siya dito, naka-general form yung function nyo, so ang titingnan mo yung value ng k. So, kapag yung k mo ay mas mataas sa 0, the graph shifts up k units. So, tataas, magmo-move upward yung graph nyo. If k is less than 0, ibig sabihin mas mababa sa 0, the graph shifts down or magmo-move downward yung graph natin. So kagaya ng example number 1, if your y is equal to the square root of x plus 3, ano ba yung k natin dito? Yung positive 3. So kapag kukunin natin, so the graph shifts 3 units upward. So mula sa origin na 0, 0, so magmo-move upward ka ng 3 units pataas since positive siya. And 3 is greater than 0. So ito yung titingnan natin as guide, no? Yung reference nyo. So mula dito sa origin na 0, 0, mula dyan, mag-move ka ng 3 units upward. So 1, 2, 3. So that's why, no, the point o the starting point ng graph natin ng square root function natin is 0, 3. So makikita natin na yung ano natin, yung domain natin, so lahat ng x values starting 0 to positive infinity. But yung range natin, all values of y greater than or equal to 3. So magsisimula siya sa 3. Another example, y is equal to the square root of x minus 2. Since negative 2, yung k natin at yan ay mas mababa sa 0, ibig sabihin, from the origin, bababa tayo ng ilang units? Ng dalawa. Kasi negative 2. So, ang graph natin, magmumove tayo pababa. Mula dito sa origin, bilang tayo 1, 2. So, dito mag-start yung point natin, no? So, yung graph rather, no? Dito magsisimula. So, 0, negative 2. So, yung domain natin, again, that is all real, no, not all real numbers, but our x is greater than or equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin from 0 to positive infinity. So, yung range natin mula, mas mataas dapat, no? Mula sa negative 2. So, negative 2 is included. Lahat yan pataas. So, kasama. Next. Okay, horizontal shift of square root functions. So kanina, ang tinitingnan natin, no, sa general form natin is yung k. So this time, yung h naman, no? So yung k siya yung magsasabi kung upward, downward, yung shift ng graph natin. So yung h naman, ang movement niya naman papuntang left and right. Okay, so kapag yung h mo ay mas mataas sa 0, so the graph shift right h units or ang graph mo magmo-move to the right. Pag ang ano naman, kapag yung h natin ay mas mababa sa 0, papuntang left side naman yung movement. So kagaya ng example number 1 natin. So ang example number 1 natin, since ito talaga, yung negative dito, ano yan, no? Parang constant yung sign na yan. So, hindi mo siya pwede babaguhin. Kung ang nakikita mo dyan is negative 3, yung h mo dyan is 3, the positive 3. Okay? Kasi based on the general form kasi yan. So, yung h mo dyan is yung positive 3. So, hindi mo isasama itong symbol na negative, ha? Ah, baka isipin mo, yung h mo dito ay negative 3. Okay? So, kapag in-equate mo kasi yan, diba, nilabas mo itong x minus 3, i-equate mo sa 0, x minus 3 equals 0. So, pag nilipat mo yung negative 3 sa kabila, di ba, positive? So, that's why, yung ano natin dito, yung h natin ay positive 3. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo yan. So, since positive 3 and ibig sabihin nun, yung h natin ay mas mataas sa 0. So, magmumove tayo going to the right ng ilang units? Ng 3. So, from the origin, 1, 2, 3. So, ito ang starting point natin, 3, 0. So the domain natin, x is greater than or equal to 3, but yung y naman is greater than or equal to 0. So another example, y is equal to the square root of x plus 2. Okay. So, bakit? So itong ano na 'to class dito dapat 'yan, okay dito sa zero na nag-move siya 'no. So kapag kinopy niyo 'to, ayusin niyo na lang sa ano niyo, so dapat nandito siya nakatapat. Itong ano na 'to, y-axis natin. So dapat dito siya nakalagay. Okay, so tingnan natin 'no. So dito, yung h natin ay -2. So parang opposite kasi ng sign. So kanina 'di ba dito +3. So ito -2. Okay, so yung ano natin, yung h natin is -2. So ibig sabihin, ang movement natin from 0, magmo-move tayo ng 2 units to the left. So 1, 2. So ito yung starting point natin, -2, 0. So yung domain natin, x is greater than or equal to -2, but yung range naman natin, y is greater than or equal to 0. So the vertical stretch or compression of a square root functions, so ang titingnan natin yung value ng a. So dito, the vertical stretch or compression occurs when we multiply the square root function by a constant a. So, if a is greater than 1, so kung ang a daw natin ay mas mataas sa 1, the graph is stretched vertically by a factor of a. So, kung ano yung value ng a natin. Pag ang a naman is greater than 0 but less than 1, so ibig sabihin, yun yung mga values na nasa pagitan lang ng 0 and 1. So the graph is compressed vertically by a factor a of a. Another, kapag ang a mo ay nasa pagitan lang ng 0 and 1, so the graph is compressed, it appears closer to x-axis. So like for example, y is equal to 2 square root of x. So, yung a natin dito ay 2. Tama? So, yung factor natin dito is 2. So, the graph is vertically stretched of y square root of x by a factor of 2. So, mula dito sa parent function natin, so, makikita natin na medyo, okay? So, saan siya? Tumaas siya ng konti, no? Doon sa parent function natin. So, yun yung vertical stretch. Okay? So, pero ang starting point mo pa rin dito ay 0, 0. So, the domain is x is greater than or equal to 0, but your range also ay y greater than or equal to 0. Pero, kapag yung a natin, yung a natin nasa dito, no? Nasa pagitan siya ng 0 and 1. So kapag grinap natin yan, so ang A natin dito is 1 half. Tama? Okay, so ang starting point mo pa rin ay 0, 0. Sabi dito, kapag yung A mo ay nasa pagitan ng 0 and 1, it appears closer to x-axis. So, ito yung parent function natin, y square root of x. So, makikita natin na malapit siya sa x-axis natin. So, ayan, no? The graph compressed, okay, dito sa x-axis natin. So, medyo malapit siya. Unlike dito, na kapag mas mataas sa 1, yung A natin, so mas higher dun sa parent function natin. So, lalo na kung papalitan natin yan kapag 3, 4, so ibig sabihin, mas lalong mataas. Okay? So, yun ang pagkakaiba ng stretch and compression. So, ito lang titingnan nyo, yung value ng A. Next is the reflection across the y-axis of square root function. So, your general form here, y is equal to the square root of negative x. So, kapag negative yung x mo, so, what do you think? So, anong pwede? Kung negative 2, y is equal to negative 2, pwede kaya? Eh, hindi nga pwede, tama? Halimbawa, y is equal to a square root of negative x. Okay? So, what do you think? Ano dapat yung value ng x? Dapat negative din, no? So, ang value dapat ng x mo ay negative para magiging positive yung value nito. So, halimbawa, yung x mo ay negative 4. So, negatives times negative 4 is positive 4. Okay, kung negative 4 yung x, okay, so like for example, this one, no? Kapag negative 1 yung x mo, okay, kasi magiging value mo is negative x, tama? So, yung x mo dapat ay negative. So, anong mangyayari pag ganito yung graph? Okay? So, yung x mo dapat less than or equal to 0. Hindi to yung class ha. Again, kapag dinirect mo, like for example, yung x mo ay 1, so negative 1, di ba nga hindi pwede? So, dapat yung value ng x mo is negative numbers. Okay? Para pag minultiply natin dito sa negative sign, positive siya. So, makukuha mo yung value ng function natin, yung value ng y. Okay. O, how about this one? This is the reflection of y is equal to 2 square root of x across the y-axis. So, kung ito yung positive niya, no? Kapag ginawa natin na ang given na value ng x natin is negative numbers, so ganito siya mangyayari. So, kumbaga, naging negative lang yung sign. So, kapag rinap natin, pag ganito, ang reflection niya sa y-axis, okay, maging negative lang ito. Mag-change lang ng sign. So, yung domain mo dito, x is less than or equal to 0. Also, your range, y is less than or equal to 0. Next, the combination of transformation of square root function. So, the combination occurs when we apply two or more transformation to the parent function, y squared of x. So, ito yung parent function natin. Kapag may ano na kasi, combination, so kompleto dapat, no? Okay, may a tayo, may h, tapos may k. So, ano yung palatandaan natin? Kapag yung k, siya nagsasabi na ang graph natin, upward, downward. Tapos yung H naman, siya nagsasabi, yung graph natin, magmumove pa left and pa right. So yung A naman, siya magsasabi kung vertically stretch or compress, no, sa x-axis natin. Kapag yung A mo ay mas mataas sa 1, so vertically stretch dun sa parent function. Pero kapag ang A mo ay mas mababa sa nasa pagitan ng 1 and 0, so vertically compressed doon sa x-axis natin. So halimbawa ito, y is equal to the square root of x minus 2 plus 3. So since naman siya na in general form, pag kinuha natin yung starting point niya, so yung x natin dito is 2. Okay? And then, yung h natin is 2 and yung k natin is positive 3. So, ibig sabihin dito magsisimula ang starting point ng graph mo sa 2, 3. Okay? So, 3, ibig sabihin positive, mag-move ka upward ng 3 units. 1, 2, 3. And then, mula dito, mag-move ka ng ilan? 2 units. Okay, so from here, 2 units. Tama? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 2 units. So, from the origin, move ka up ka ng 3. 1, 2, 3. Tapos, move ka ng dalawa. Pa-right. 1, 2. Kaya, 2, 3. So, the domain is x is greater than or equal, x is greater than or equal to 2. Yung range mo naman, y is greater than or equal to 3. So, another example, negative yung a natin. May given tayo na a. So, ano ang mangyayari ngayon, no? Ang A mo is, okay, so yung H natin dito is negative 1, ang K naman is negative 1. So, parehong negative. So, going downward, mag-move muna tayo ng isa downward kasi negative 1. And then, mag-move tayo pa left side ng another 1. So, that's why negative 1 and negative 1 ang starting point mo. So, dapat ito nandito no? Negative 1, negative 1. So, dapat dito ang pinaka-start. Yan ang starting point. Negative 1, negative 1. And then, so anong mangyayari, class? Okay, yung negative 2, So, 'di ba yung negative 2, yung A natin siya yung magsasabi kung vertically stretch. Okay, saan ba siya? Positive, negative. So, dito tayo sa baba. Okay? Vertically stretch sa factor of what? Negative 2. By a factor of negative 2. Okay, so sana naintindihan. So, the domain is x is greater than or equal to -1. Ang y naman less than or equal to -1.